It's Adam. I'm here. We're actually on the exhibition floor at TechEd Australia, and I managed to track down a very busy man, Kyle Rosenthal. So Kyle, you're like doing everything here. You're an MVP, right? You've got sessions you're presenting. You're doing stuff over in Hands-On Labs.
Yeah, I've extremely busy this week. So yeah, Hands-On Labs, 3 breakout sessions, a pre-con and an instructor-led lab, and of course an interview with the Edge guy.
How's it all going so far?
It's going pretty good actually. It's been a really good vibe this year at TechEd Australia. It's been it's actually been an awesome event.
Okay, so I know one of your sessions is top 10 reasons to deploy Windows 7. I want to hear what you think. What are the ones that you think are the best ones?
Oh yeah, like there are, you know, I've limited myself to 10 obviously, but okay. Because we only have 75 minutes for our breakouts. But there's a bunch of reasons that I can see benefit from doing the deployments. Mm-hmm. One of the big things, and it's an odd thing to throw in for a reason to do a deployment, is actually how easy it is to deploy. It's the whole thing of being able to have now image-based deployments, being able to do have a hardware agnostic image that you can then reduce down. Like I had a guy who's had 56 images that he's currently supporting under an XP box. So he can now reduce down happily to one image, which means you've only got to maintain one image. There's all the new tools that come along, like the things like MDT. Yep. So there's a new version that comes out that then includes all the PowerShell scripting and that sort of goodness. Then there's things like the manageability. So there's the new tools that sort of, from our perspective as IT pros, being able to do things like the problem steps recorder. So you've got someone who's a user who's sitting on a remote site that you can't get to via remote assistance or anything like that. So what you do is you're stepping them through how to do something, and they go, it's not working. So you get them to fire up problem steps recorder, they run through what they're doing, packages it up into a nice little zip file they can then send to you. You open it up, you've got exactly what they've typed on the screen, where they've clicked, the steps they've taken, and at that point you can go, well, I told you to do step A, B, C, and you've done step B, C, A. That's the reason why it's not working.
Yeah, cool.
Then there's things like, say, for instance, there's the improvements in security. So the new BitLocker to Go, BitLocker to Go, and also BitLocker as well, the improvements in that. And with BitLocker, it's simply the fact that it's so much easier now to set up than it has been in the past. You know, you've got all those sort of inbuilt tools of the drive prep tools and that sort of thing already now in the box. So you don't have to go and reinvent the wheel. And then BitLocker to Go, being able to transparently have your USB keys ready to go, but secure. And being able to share information between people that you trust, even if they've got a Vista box or an XP Service Pack 3 box, they can still access the data on it.
Yep.
Yeah, but still not having to worry about losing the data. Then there's things like, say, for instance, the UI improvements. You know, and it's one of those things as admins, we kind of have a tendency to forget the UI thing. It's sort of like, well, that's for the users. You know, that's the prettiness for them. But I've found really good uses for like things like the Aero Peak. So the ability now, like if I've got multiple ADP sessions to a few different servers, and I'm just monitoring to see what's going on in them, I don't have to click into the session to be able to see what's going on. Hover across it on the in the taskbar.
Look at the thumbnails.
Exactly, and go, right, that's what it is. Or alternatively, if I want to see it on full screen, just hover over it. I then get the Aero Peak, and then I've now got the ability to be able to see what's going on without having to click into it and just sort of refresh quickly out of it. I had a guy in one of my sessions the other day who was saying that they've got a really good benefit from the gadgets and the new gadget ability not to have the sidebar in. So they've actually got a help desk gadget, so that people can actually log a report from a gadget that they've deployed out onto a 7 box. So that's pretty cool improvements.
Okay, cool. So where can people go, Kyle? Where do you store all these nuggets of wisdom? How can we follow your adventures?
Well, I've got a blog site that I maintain, so windowspcguy.net, and yeah, so it's got Windows 7 goodness, it's got Windows Vista goodness, it's also got now I've got a guy contributing, Wayne McGlynn, who also assists, and he contributes with Windows Server 2008 and R2 information, and we both cover sort of deployment stuff as well.
All right, sounds good. We'll check it out. Thanks, Kyle.
No problems. Thanks, Adam.
See ya.